What is going on, you guys? Steve with the video for you today. So today we're going to do a little bit of a hobby talk video, and we're going to talk about the CSG brand and kind of what I think about it, the overall quality, and all that good stuff, the slabs that it's in. We're also going to do a little bit of Major League Baseball talk about just one topic that I haven't talked about yet, and I bet a lot of you guys are kind of wondering what my thoughts are on it. But before we get into all that, let's do a shout out to the channel Vintage on Vintage. So Vintage on Vintage is a newer channel. It only has about 4 videos, and I think last I checked before I made this video was 47 subs. So please go check out Vintage on Vintage. A link to his channel will be in my description. He shows a lot of, as his name says, vintage. He's vintage in his 4 or 5 videos that he's made. I've seen everything from pre-war to, the era of vintage. I like to collect 50s, 60s, 70s. So please go check out Vintage on Vintage. Again, link to his channel in my description. So the topic I want to talk about with Major League Baseball is Kris Bryant to the Colorado Rockies. And my thoughts on this. A couple of you guys know I've talked to you through, chat or messenger or whatever. I overall like the thought of Kris Bryant going to the Rockies as, fans and all that kind of stuff. And I think that they're going to welcome him very, very openly when it comes to winning a World Series. I think that's a terrible choice by Kris Bryant, but I do think his offensive numbers, if he makes contact with the ball and all that kind of stuff, he'll see a nice boost in his stats. And, he already had some pretty decent stats. So, yes, overall, I do like the signing of Kris Bryant to the Rockies to win a national championship. To win a World Series, I'm not a fan of it, but, it's whatever. Would have liked to see him stay a Cub, but what can you do? I'm glad he got his long-term contract with the Rockies. I think he signed a 7-year deal instead of all the stuff that the Cubs were throwing at him with the 1-year offers and all that. The guy deserves a place that he can call home, and hopefully the Rockies will treat him well. So let's talk about CSG holders and the overall quality, what I think, and what I think of their slabs. So overall, from the little history of what I've gathered from CSG is that they are a very reliable company. They've been doing comics and coins for quite a while, doing grading on them and making sure they're authentic. So when it comes to quality of, authenticity, I actually like them. And let's see what else with them. Oh yeah, they're slabs. So here's one. This is the very first CSG card that that glare. There we go. This is the very, just kind of a test one. And I got this for I think it was like $1.50 plus a couple dollars for shipping. Jake Cronenworth. I mean, I know the guy's not going to be nothing, Mike Trout caliber, but hey, a couple dollars for a graded Cronenworth rookie card, I think that's awesome. When you do a search on eBay with them, you can find their stuff so cheap. I seen the Luis Roberts or Robert, however you say his last name. I seen his opening day rookie card. Is that the 2020 Topps opening day? It was in a CSG. I think it was a 9. It went for $28 with free shipping in the CSG holder. Now, if you go even raw, I'm seeing them for $50. I mean, that's one heck of a deal there. And I actually bought my first vintage CSG. I want to say SGC. CSG card. It was the 1959 Yogi Berra. And it was in a CSG 5, which in theirs would be considered excellent. And it's a sharp looking card. Can't wait till it comes in, and it'll eventually be in a PC video. I was missing the 59 Berra, and I'm going to tell you this. When you do really bad looking copies, even raw, go for no cheaper than $50, $60, $70. And, those aren't very good looking cards. I got this, and it's, it's a clear picture, nice corners, a little off-centered left to right, but that stuff doesn't bother me. I got it for $60 free shipping. And like I said, you can find some pretty beat up raw ones going for about $60. And this is a sharp looking one that's graded. Again, CSG, which we'll go back to the history of them. From what I read, they used to be somehow linked to SGC. If you guys want to kind of go into the details on that in the chat, I'd like to know a little bit more about that. But I was overall happy with that Croningsworth. Then I ended up pulling the trigger on also a Joe Morgan. I think it was in a 4 or something like that. But the numbers don't, as you guys know, the numbers don't matter to me. I'm just saying, you can find nice looking numbers for dirt cheap. Let's see the slabs that they come in. I really like the slabs. They are crystal clear. They're not just clear. They are crystal clear slabs. I really like that. I don't like them as much as the SGC slabs, but I do like them more than the PSA slabs. My opinion, I know some of you guys say you don't like the slabs, but I think that they're nice and sturdy too. They're not like a cheap flimsy plastic. They are sturdy like a Beckett slab sturdy. And they're thin too, really thin. So yeah, overall, I like the slabs. I am going to keep looking at CSG holders. I hope I'm getting all these letters right. I'm not going to go back and edit this or nothing. Probably won't even rewatch it. But yeah, really enjoyed them. I am going to purchase more. Please go check out Vintage on Vintage. All I really wanted to talk about today was my first purchase of that Croningsworth and that CSG slab. Appreciate you guys watching. Take care. Stay safe. Thanks again, everybody.